You're very welcome back to Ireland AM. Now, Derek is out and about this morning. He's taking a trip to the theatre. So let's head back to him now. Derek, how are you getting on?
Yes, Tommy, in the words of William Shakespeare, the world is a stage where every man must play a part, and mine a small one. Welcome down here to the Bord Gáis Energy Theatre. We're joined now by two of the cast, from Joseph and his amazing Technicolour Dreamcoat, Jack Yarrow and Lindsay Haitley. Good morning to you guys. Jack, let's get into the show. Is it true you got the role when you were in college?
Yeah, absolutely true. I trained at a place in London called Arts Ed, and I was in my third year. And I was doing my final show, and our producer, Michael Harrison, actually came to see the show and thought I'd be a good fit for Joseph. So I went in and auditioned, did about a week of auditions, didn't hear anything, and then actually got it on my 21st birthday, which was 2 weeks later, which was the weirdest thing.
Now, you are following in the footsteps of the likes of Philip Schofield, in the likes of Jason Donovan.
Yeah.
Is it nerve-wracking to be on stage following in those footsteps?
It's not anymore. It was, for sure. And obviously Jason's done this production and is doing some dates on this tour as well with us. So it's kind of nerve-wracking. The first time I went into rehearsal and sang, you know, Any Dream Will Do and Close Every Door, those iconic songs with Jason in the room, that was kind of scary. But he made me feel so at ease, and he was kind of the first one to come and give me a hug and let me know that I did a great job. He's the loveliest man, isn't he?
Now, Lindsay, you are West End royalty. You've been threading the boards a long, long time, and of course you started.
That means I'm very old.
Yeah, I'm not too far behind. You've been threading the boards since. You were back with Jason Donovan back in the Palladium in London.
I was. Yeah, we were part of the original sort of new mounted concept back in the early 90s, which was a massive success and a surprising success. You know, it brought people to the theatre that hadn't been before because of Jason's, sort of pop career at the time. And it was just a really epic production that did brilliantly well. And we did a cast album that went platinum, and it was a fantastic time to be part of the show.
He's such a big name. What was it like working with him?
Well, great, because for him it was a new venture, something that he hadn't done before. So he was as scared as the rest of us, and we were all very young back then. So we were just all in it together, and it was a very exciting time.
Now, you're the narrator of the show. Is that a very important role?
Well, yes, absolutely. Very, very important. The most important.
Keeps the bills paid.
Quite. The mortgage. It's a challenge. And the challenge is actually, particularly with touring, because each venue brings different challenges and different reactions, and you kind of have to work out what's going to work and what's not. And this is a massive theatre, so trying to sort of reach, everybody is hard. But, 30 years later, I did it, like I say, back in the 90s, and to sort of get the opportunity to do it again so many years later is great, and not many parts that you can do that with. I mean, it's wonderful.
It's fantastic. Now, Joseph, it's not just about you, it's all about your coat. Talk us through this wonderful piece.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Of design.
Well, it was designed by our amazing costume and set designer, Morgan Large, who designed all of this as well. And it's tailor-made for me and my body. And actually, I'm from Cardiff originally, and they actually embroidered a little Welsh dragon on there. I don't know if you can see.
Welsh dragon on the side, I love it.
I know, and all the coats from here on in will have this on, which is actually, it's really, really
Come here,
special.
everyone's wondering at home, how much is this thing worth?
A lot of money.
A lot of cash.
I don't actually know, because I hear rumours. I've heard this amount and this amount, but I don't know. But I know it's worth enough to have its own taxis to the theatre.
Yeah, you were telling me over in London, they drive the jacket around separately.
Yeah. Well, it's zipped up. I mean, I'm not allowed to have it in my dressing room, so I get ready for the show and I come downstairs and they put it on me here because I don't know, maybe they don't trust me with it or something. It's the crown jewels. You can't do the show without the amazing Technicolour Dreamcoat, but it's amazing, and it's put together by several different people. Some people do the beading and some people do the, all the panelling down the side, and it really is. I mean, you get a flash of the inside.
Yeah, I'd like one as well. Now, we were supposed to go into your wardrobe and have a look, but there's not much in there. The loincloth, you were the first Joseph not to wear a loincloth. Why so? Tell us that story.
Well, it was an option at the start, and we did it actually right up until our first dress rehearsal, which was the dress rehearsal that Angela Webber was going to come and watch at the Palladium. And I put the loincloth on, and I did the whole of Close Every Door to Me, and then I stood up at the end of the song, and it fell off.
No! Oh, funny that.
Because it was too, I don't know what had happened, they just made it too small or too big or whatever, they didn't keep it in. But it fell off, and I was in my pants, and it was just, all I could see was the Lord's face, and he was just kind of...
The Lord's face? You were standing
like
there,
this. Yeah,
I presume you were talking about Andrew Lloyd Webber, right?
I was talking about Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber. Yeah, so that was embarrassing. So that went, and now I wear these kind of high-waisted trousers with a bit of a rope belt, which is a bit more of a modern kind of Joseph look, which I think works
I
fine
think that's
for
the
this
whole
production.
point of this production, is that it's actually nothing like the Joseph that you've seen before, and I think that that's probably, you know, why we're here to sort of say come along and see it, because it's, you know, it's a very different take. It has a freshness to it, and you know, it even though the show is tried and tested and people know the songs, you know, it just keeps evolving, and this particular production, it's really the West End that we're bringing around the
And Lindsay, we can't stand here on stage without talking about Olivia Newton-John, of course. Grease, back in 2007.
I did Grease back at the Dominion again, way back, and I didn't know her, but she came to see us in the show, and she was wonderful. She was really wonderful. So that's a great show. Yeah.
But you're looking forward to the show?
Oh my
Jack?
gosh, really looking forward to the show. It's our kind of premiere performance this evening, and I think it's going to be amazing.
Am I going to audition here now? I
Yes.
potentially could steal your role here, Jack. So what are we going to sing? I'm going to sing a couple of lines. Here we go. Are we ready to go? Okay, you're going to judge me here, right? Here we go. So guys, 3, 2 and 1. Are you watching back in studio? So, a crash of drums, a flash of light, my golden coat flew out of sight.
Yeah, well, don't give
the
up the day job,
colours faded
So
into darkness. I was left alone.
To be fair,
That was so good.
Jack, you lost your job. I'm in.
I know, this coat
Back
is
to you
yours
guys
now.
in the studio.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
That wasn't really him, was it?
Sorry.
I'll see you in Panto.
Just like lighting his light
impressive.
under a bushel. I didn't know he could do that.
Alan, we give him a job.
Oh, if he wants it, yeah.
Hey, was
Don't
that
be too
actually him
enthusiastic.
singing? That was good.
Oh, yeah.
Now you'd been going around here all morning singing.
I've been
Joe
singing. I
stuff.
love that show. It's a real feel-good show, though. It really is, and you know the
Never
songs.
seen
like,
it, but I'd love to, yeah.
I love close every door to me. I love that.
They're in
Go on,
Borgosh.
give
in
us your
Borgosh until
rendition.
No, we leave the singing to Derek this morning.
Borgosh
That was
until
really
the 27th,
impressive.
by the way, in Dublin.